the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The son Reddick in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser, and that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey gets past one man, and now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go! Try it 38! Try it 38!
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. A dump off now to Hill. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Kaiser will sneak it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ohio! Ohio!
They come out here in the eye. 2nd down, Kaiser. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Third and long, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, Kaiser under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tech McKinley in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A beautiful fake. And able to break one tackle but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The son Reddick in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Ryan. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Smith trying to run for it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, let's go. 20, 20. 20, 20.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fights him off. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Cano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. Gets around him. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Kaiser. Thomas has got it. Complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. They go play action now. Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Ryan. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. For a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A first down throw for Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Kaiser to throw it. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Kaiser now on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
21.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw again is Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. McCaffrey following the penalty, fighting through. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third down, here's McCaffrey. The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
11.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Tuesday.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kaiser here looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Kaiser now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, Everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Carolina, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.